Tesla's down 3.5% today. Once again, we had layoffs last week, and then we have tons of price cuts that came this weekend. And we saw even price cuts with FSD a couple of weeks ago. And as we go into earnings, this stock is down so much. And this is going to leave a lot of people wondering if they should be entering long positions before we go into earnings. And so my goal in this video is to go over what I'm personally going to be looking for, because I really think that obviously Tesla, at this point, most of its revenue comes from being a car company. But I really believe, and a lot of people might think that this is a joke, but Tesla really is moving to the SaaS route, which means software as a service. And we're seeing this with full self-driving. We're seeing this with price cuts galore. We're seeing that they are going to move the Apple route, where they just want to get the product into the hands of the client so that they can feed all of that data from their clients. The more people that have, the more data they have, the better for their AI, and ultimately to the more crap that they can sell people as a service, which is where all of your actual revenue comes from as a business owner. Usually selling products such as an iPhone or a Tesla or even a MacBook does not generate you a profit. In most cases, business owners will usually even sometimes take a loss in order to acquire a customer. This is called customer acquisition costs. And SaaS companies, like software as a service, usually have a very high net revenue because it doesn't take a lot of overhead when it comes to technology. This is where you really have a massive lever that you can pull as an operator of a company. And we know that over the past decade, looking at tech companies, at least the most successful ones, it's all about getting customers into your ecosystem and then digging the hooks into their back. Like, for instance, Apple. They give you the iPhone, they have you get it usually sometimes even free or for like $10 or $20 a month through your cell phone provider. They then want to upsell you to a wearable or maybe some sort of headphones, maybe even have you get an Apple credit card. Because what they understand is that if you were to go and get rid of your Apple phone, all of these products now become absolutely worthless. So therefore, you will stay in the Apple ecosystem just because it's easier. And we know that when we look at human emotion in sales, people will just do what is easier over doing what's better. And so in the short term, this is something that really could be worrisome for Tesla. This next couple of years really could be the pivotal point for Tesla where they fuck it all up. Or this is going to be the pivotal point where everything switches, and this could actually be those massive price targets that some of these long-term analysts have. Because if you look at Meta, and years ago when we were buying Meta at its lows, my reasoning that I thought that it was a massive gamble but could have been a huge potential play was because Meta was focusing less on social media and focusing more on alternate reality. And I knew that this could be something that, if not done correctly, could ruin the company. But if they were able to pivot correctly, this could be something that is so undervalued. And that is how I feel about Tesla. I don't think that Tesla is a safe investment. I don't think that Tesla is a good investment for somebody who's about to retire. But for myself, I still think that that risk that I'm taking on purchasing Tesla long-term is worth it, because the upside for this company, if they do what I think they're going to do, which is that type of plan, get the products as cheap as they can, get them into the hands of the consumers, take all of the data from the consumers, build your robots around it, sell that data or work with other companies, especially if robotaxi, which I'm not even entertaining right now because it's just, in my opinion, I love Elon, but like it's just bullshit at this point. But once that actually becomes a thing, integrating with all of these other companies, there's so much that they can do. And this is what's funny. And I want you guys, we'll come back to this in a year and see where Tesla is. And I have no idea where we'll be. But I want to say this. Everybody has an opinion long-term about a company like Tesla, but they always have those bullish opinions when the stock is going up. Every individual told me for literally 6 years, because I was a bear on Tesla in 2014 and 2015, for the first 6 years of my trading career, everyone told me that this is not a car company, this is a tech company. And I always said, then why does all the revenue come from cars? Even now, 80% of the revenue comes from cars. And it's like, I'm finally turning that corner over the last 3 years, looking at Tesla as, oh yeah, no, really, it is just a robotics company, an AI company, and a tech company, and a data company. And the cars is just the vessel to get it to the people, right? That's it. And for some reason, because the stock is cratering, people just walk away from that thesis and abandon all of that shit. And now they're like, oh, the cars, and they have to cut the prices. And it's like, dude, I'm not saying that Tesla's going to go up over the next couple of years. And this is one of very little positions that I have. I'm carrying at all times a ton of positions and a ton of trades. I cover this here a lot because most of you usually invest or hold some sort of Tesla position. And so as we go into earnings, I do not know what the hell is going to happen. But as an investor, I'm not going to be looking at what are the actual hard numbers. What I'm going to be looking for is any type of guidance, which I doubt that we'll really see, any look into robotaxi, which I doubt that we will really see. But really, what I would like to hear is optimism from Elon and people pushing him towards the AI directive, towards the FSD directive. That aspect, that part of the company, to me, I think is the most undervalued aspect of this company. And I know that Elon understands this. This is why when you look at the company now, their main focus is not to get the Roadster out, obviously. Their main focus isn't even to get the Cybertruck out. Their main focus is to really, from what it seems, get the new Model 3 out, which is a phenomenal car for the price, have that basically tank all of the old Model 3s to $20,000, get those into the hand of people who couldn't originally afford them. So now you have this demographic that makes less money, but still can drive a 2018, 2019, 2017 Model 3. Then you have all those original Model 3 adopters and Model Y adopters getting these newer cars. And then you realize that we need to get these cars as cheap as we can to get them into the hands of the client so that we can therefore get more data and push FSD. Because FSD over the long term, in my opinion, is the best aspect of this company, not from like a gold mine money standpoint, but it's the first life-changing thing that really happens for the client. There are these weird things that happens as a consumer with Apple where you get used to FaceTime or you get used to Messenger or these weird things that are Apple specific and you can never break away from it because you love it. And I feel that once people get used to autopilot as Tesla drivers, it's very hard to go back. And once you get used to FSD, like full FSD, you're not going to want to go back. And they understand that. So that's what I'm going to be looking for earnings. I'm probably not going to sell any more cash secured puts because I'm down like $65,000 on all of my positions right now for Tesla. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Go check me out on X. I post all of my Tesla trades and go follow me on X. I post all of my Tesla trades over there. And if you guys want to trade with me each and every single day, get access to all my real-time alerts, all of our trading strategies and private indicators, and get access to all my long-term investments, go check out the second link in the description. I'll see you guys next time.